Man, you see this Mark Zuckerberg building this $270 million bunker?
If you have $1 billion, we have learned that you can do whatever you want to do. When Elon Musk wants to send things in space, he don't have to ask nobody's permission. Congress don't meet, Senate don't meet, no police department gotta be warned. He don't need a permit, none of that. If you got $1 billion, you do what you want to do and then you tell them what you did.
Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, these are the three big billionaires of the world. But these billionaires are doing something that you and I have never even thought of. They are not buying yachts, they are not buying private jets, they are buying bunkers. They are making bunkers. Now a question arises here that why are the big billionaires of the world making bunkers? Is there going to be any geopolitical tension in the world? Is there going to be any climate change in the world? Is there going to be any technological disruption? Or is there going to be a pandemic in the world? What do these billionaires know that you and I don't know? Because you and I can't take our families to a bunker to save our families in any pandemic. So what do they know today? And what is the story of these bunkers? I often say that Allah has blessed me with all the comforts and blessings of the world. But literally, I'm looking at these people's bunkers and I'm surprised to see what kind of inferiority complex they have. First of all, I will show you the story of Mark Zuckerberg, who built the bunkers of the world. This is a $270 million product. He is investing so much money in this bunker that it is present in Hawaii. This bunker is 5,000 square feet underground. And you know what's interesting? All the workers who are working on this bunker, which is their home, because of which Mark Zuckerberg bought 1,400 acres of land in Hawaii. All the people who are working on it have signed NDAs. NDA is a non-disclosure agreement. And many times we do it for companies, you do it with your supplier. And most of the time, we do it with our suppliers and vendors. Whatever we are sharing with you, we don't have to share it with anyone else. So this non-disclosure agreement, NDA, they are signing with all the workers who are working on this bunker. Now, what is the beauty of this bunker? You know what's interesting? The beauty of this bunker is not how luxurious it is and how many amenities of life it has. It has so many amenities. The important thing is that there is a hatch in this bunker for escape. The doors of this bunker are blast resistant. That is, if there is a very big nuclear attack and there is a blast, the doors will protect it. This is the beauty of the bunker. This bunker is so big that it has indoor pools, it has a gym, it has AI-based medical suites, it has hydroponic gardens. That is, food and crops can grow in this bunker through the hydroponic method. And there is a living area in this bunker. There is a library, you name it. The amenities you can think of for your home are all in this bunker, which is under the ground. The bunker is not new. Bunkers have been common in the world since the Iron Age. And these bunkers were made by the earthworks of the pit so that their families and tribes could be protected from an attack. But bunkers became more common in the world at the time of World War I. And the bunkers built in that era were built to protect their command. This is how the bunkers actually work. But here I will show you another bunker. And seeing this bunker, you will be amazed at what people make. So the company that I am talking about is called Oppidum. And Oppidum is a company that belongs to Switzerland. The company's full name is Oppidum Heritage. But this is a company from Switzerland. They make bunkers in the Czech Republic. And the bunkers they make are very interesting because those bunkers are also used by the Russian mafia. The world's richest high net worth individuals use them. And the name Oppidum, for those who don't know, in the era of Celtic Europe, there used to be a community that used to hide in the mountains and caves. Inspired by that community, they have named their company Oppidum. Their bunkers are airtight and gas tight. That is, no person will be harmed in any leakage. Who will be living in this bunker? It has an air filtration system in it. That is, the air keeps being purified, which is present inside the bunker. And they are built on NATO standards. Now let's go a little back and let's see World War II. Because two very interesting things happened in World War II. The first thing that happened was that France developed the Maginot Line. That is, France basically did this, that France's border from Italy, Belgium and Germany, if we make a wall over it, make a concrete wall that is very strong. In that era, during World War II, who used to be the Minister of War in France? His name was Andre Maginot. And on the basis of Andre Maginot, this wall was named Maginot Wall. Now this wall started to be built in 1938. But Belgium stood up. Belgium complained to France and said, please don't make this wall. So France said, why not? So Belgium said, look, if you are building this wall to protect yourself from the Germans, to protect yourself from the Nazis, so you will make a wall and protect yourself from the wall. But we will be killed on the way. We will be crushed. We will not be able to call you for help. So don't make this wall. And finally France listened to them. France listened to them and they did not do it any further. This is how the world worked at that time. Now I know. You must have immediately thought of the Great Wall of China. So China also made a wall to protect its people. And if you talk about Trump, then Trump repeatedly says that we have to make a wall with Mexico. Walls have always been made to protect nations. But these bunkers, I am very upset about this because they are being made to protect a person, a family. Just think for a minute. If I am in a mobile company, let's say my mobile company, I make a mobile phone and I say that I don't give this phone to my children. I don't want such a poisonous product. So imagine what your reaction will be. You sell the whole world and you refuse us and you don't use it yourself. You don't give it to your children. Social media. If we talk about Elon Musk, or talk about Mark Zuckerberg, they have created social media. They own social media. They are the ones who say that the world should stay connected. But when it comes to bunkers, I will only save my family. What hypocrisy. Next level hypocrisy. Anyways, I was showing you the bunkers. And now I will show you another bunker. And this project is in Kansas. This project is being done in the US and its name is Survival Condo Project. And their bunkers are cheap. You don't need a lot of money for this. You will get it for $1 million to $1.5 million to $3 million. You will also get an indoor pool in it. Can you imagine? To save yourself from death, what all people think. Can you imagine that? It also has an indoor pool. It has classrooms, it has libraries, and it also has hydroponic gardens. This survival condo project in Kansas City. This is very interesting. This is interesting because these 15 floors below the ground, which you don't feel when you look at it. But this project is interesting. Anything of luxury that you can think of, that is available here. As soon as you look at this dome, the first floor is that, on which there are recreational facilities. And after that, on the next floor, there is a medical bay. And then there is a food store. And on the next 7 floors, there is luxury living. This is for billionaires who have paid millions of dollars. These are the 75 people who can fit in this. That is, 75 people can live in this entire complex. And this living of 7 floors. After this, a whole floor begins for classrooms, for the library, for the bar and gym, and for the cinema. Now the interesting thing is, if you are a millionaire or you are a billionaire and you have registered in the Survival Condo Project, so what will you do first? They will ask you your interests, and related to your interests, like Google search, related to that keyword, whatever material they get from the whole world, they will download it. And they will download it so that when you come to this library in the future, in the classroom, so you have all that material available when there are nuclear bombs in the world. There has been a blackout in the world. Half the world is over. You sit quietly and read your books and read all that material, which you told them at the time of registration. You told them that you have an interest in it. What a luxury they are creating. Now the biggest question is, why are these billionaires investing in bunkers? What do they know? What you and I don't know. If you try to understand their reasons, then the small reasons. I understand 2 reasons in them. One is that if you look at Peter Thiel, if you look at Sam Altman, these are the people who call themselves futurists. That we are very important for longevity, to run the world, because we can predict the future. We can understand things about the future. We are people who live in the future. So we invest in things of the future. And that's why we are investing in bunkers. The other reason you can think of is that they are elite. They say they are big boy toys. So they are big boys and they have big bad toys, which they want to use. But these can be secondary reasons. This cannot be the main reason. The main reason is that they think of, and they probably know something that we don't. One reason may be that in the world, they think that such surgical strikes are going to happen. World War III is going to happen. in which they have to save themselves. At this time in the world, more than 14,000 nuclear bombs are present. 14,000, enough to destroy the whole world. There are so many nuclear bombs. Now these nuclear bombs will work less. That's the question. These nuclear bombs, they are just probably one misinformation away from being active. They are just one proxy war away. They are just probably one video away. Today, if one misinformation comes, then the other country will run. Today, one person sitting at the negotiating table, then the other country will attack. You saw this in Operation Sindoor, in which you saw that Pakistan kept saying again and again that this is not God, there is no use of this attack. Sit and talk, otherwise we will retaliate. And Pakistan even said that if nothing happens, then we have no option. We will run the atom bomb. So if another country is not ready to listen, then eventually the result will be this. And today in the world, how much misinformation you understand better than me. This could also mean that in the world. Preemptive war, which is called preemptive first strike. And you've already seen that, you saw that in the war between Iran and Israel, US participated. Now you are going to understand this preemptive first strike. What does it mean? That we think that the other country is not ready to listen to us. We think he will attack. Before he attacks, we attack. This is called preemptive first strike. And this preemptive first strike is becoming common in the world, especially the US engagement with Iran. You have already seen that. This is how the world is working. And this is a very dangerous way to work. If something like this happens, then you will not be able to stop World War III. This is how critical the situation is. But here, just a nuclear bomb is not enough. There could be other reasons. And in my opinion, climate change, which is a big project. And we will talk about it in a video, that this is man-made. If this is man-made, then there are many predictions that billionaires want to achieve. And if they achieve, then there will be tsunamis. There will be earthquakes. And recently, there was an earthquake, which is 8.8. This is huge. So if all this happens, that means billionaires know what will happen next. Likewise, the third probability, which is more probable in my opinion, maybe 5 years ago, I would not have believed. Maybe today I believe, because vaccines are becoming uncontrollable. And the control of vaccines is not just uncontrollable. It is unchecked. No one is monitoring it. And that's what I'm talking about. And I am talking about zombies. Now, when you hear zombies, you think, where will zombies come from? They are not aliens. They would be created within this world. And this zombie movie, which I might have ignored all my life, saying that what kind of nonsense, trying to create horror. But it has become mainstream. Every second day, there is a zombie movie or there's a zombie series. Or there are cartoons on zombies. Zombies are being made a part of your life. So that normalization can happen. So this would be a creation of the pharmaceutical companies. Probably, I don't know much about it, but all this information, which these billionaires might have, we don't have it. You and I don't have it. Now, what do you and I have to do? When we don't have bunkers, we can't protect our families. What would we do? And that's a big question. Let's suppose for a minute that the whole world is on fire. When the atom bomb explodes, then the fire spreads. The fire that spreads, it rises up, and while rising up, it goes into the stratosphere. The stratosphere is the part of the sky. It's a circle, it's an area where it doesn't rain. So if this fire reaches there, then a nuclear cloud comes. A nuclear winter will spread all over the world, and things will not grow in the world. When things don't grow, what will you do? You will go back to your ancestors and you will hunt. You will hunt. But there is a big problem here. A very big problem. And the problem is that we don't know how to hunt. And our children, they get scared when they see blood. They say when a hen is being slaughtered, oh, I can't see the blood. We have given birth to so many children. We don't know these things. We look for butcher on Eid. We don't know how to slaughter. So these are the things who are at fault. And this first aid training should have been there. This first reaction training should have been there, which we don't have. At such times, you will need a seed. At such times, if something happens to you, then you will need beans that you should have. If you have beans, then you will eat something. Your nutrients will be complete. And apart from this, you should always have a medical ticket at home. You need to make sure before a nuclear bomb is launched or not, you should have a medical kit at home. Starting from today, start from today, make a kit from today so that you have these facilities, so that you can protect your loved ones and always know in your neighborhood who has a basement and whose basement is deeper, so that you can protect yourself and your family. These billionaires will not let you and me enter their bunkers. We have to protect ourselves and our families. Teach your children to hunt. Learn to hunt yourself. Teach your children to cultivate. Learn to grow things. Keep a medical kit at home. And note, where is a basement around you? Whenever anything happens, so protect yourself and your family. This is your responsibility. This is not the government's. At that time, everyone will raise their hands. You have to take care of yourself and your family. I am Imtinan Ahmad. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel